Hello, I didn't see you there. Hello there, welcome back to Max Plays Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. On the previous episode, we learned the ropes of what it takes to be a detective, a murder investigation person, a lawyer man. Let's go with that, a lawyer person, Phoenix Wright. We contradicted our first piece of evidence in the cross-examination. And let's dive right back in. Let's take it from the top. We just contradicted the time and place of, what's the opposite of the defendant? I'm sure they'll explain it to us in due time. The guy who's trying to blame our best friend Larry Butts for the murder of Cindy Stone? Cindy Stone, that's her name.
Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
Oh, look at that face, look at that face. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sowit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Oh, yeah. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and see their whole story fall apart. Oh yes, give me more lies, give me more lies. Wait, excuse me, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again?
Testimony!
The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a blackout from 12 p.m., buddy. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, just keep digging up that grave, buddy. Oh, you're doing a really good job. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about that misunderstanding. Is that so?
Huh, I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program.
That's believable. Even he's like, nah, dog.
Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Right. You know what to do.
I've got this one.
Cross-examination! Oh, that's so cool. Alright, let's do this. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. Next. There was a voice saying the time, and probably came from the television. I'm just gonna present this. There couldn't have been a television, because... Blackout report. Is this the correct time? Actually, let's get through this. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Okay. So, there you go. No, it's this one. Yes, from a television. That couldn't have been because there was a blackout that took place from noon to 6 p.m. And even if it was 3 hours off, it's still... No.
Objection! Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sowit?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Sowit, The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility.
Oh, that you seem rather, oh wait, that's the judge, whoops.
That, and you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sowett. I'll allow it. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Testimony!
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
You saw a clock. Guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly.
Cross-examination! Okay, come on. You know what this is, right? You know. First off, the murder weapon was not a clock, it was a statue. You didn't hear the time you saw it, there was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. You are wrong, the murder weapon was a statue of the thinker.
Objection! Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock?
Also, how do you know what the murder weapon was? You with your objections and your evidence. What do you think you are?
Just answer the question, Mr. Sowett.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock.
Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Payne is not the opposing lawyer most of the time. Just for this trial, I guess.
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud.
You tilt the neck and it tells you the time, except you didn't hear it, you saw it, but also, okay, we got him. We got him on the ropes, boys, because how do you know that was a murder weapon? Also, how do you know how you would turn it on to hear the time? It's just he's just dug in way too deep now.
It doesn't look like a clock. I submitted as a statue. My apologies. I see. Is there a particular reason why you chose to hide that evidence, Mr. Payne? So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now?
Yes, I do!
Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he...
It's the only way because it's so specific. Like, how many clocks do you know that look like statues that you have to press on them to get the time? You knew the victim.
Tell me, isn't it true that you knew the victim? In fact, you were one of her sugar daddies. Be frank with us, Mr. Sowett.
Frank? I'm always frank.
Your Honor, we have complete records of the victim's relationships. Mr. Frank Sowett does not appear anywhere.
Really?
Please, Mr. Wright, is all the best response you can muster up? Try to refrain from making off-the-cuff accusations in the future.
Yes, Your Honor. Let me think this over. The witnesses knew it was a clock because he...
Oh, whoops! Went into the apartment.
You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder!
I guess I have to take it step by step. You know what? I jumped on the gun. And then jumped on it a couple more times, and did a backflip of the gun. I get it. Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I was there!
I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sulwit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw. Ah! Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, give him death.
Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright.
Your Honor?
You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Yes, Your Honor. The sound Mr. Sandwich heard was definitely this clock. In fact, a fact which is clear if you imply...
I am not even sure what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, so that's clear. Statue of the shape is rather heavy. We have gone through everything else. I wonder if there's anything with this passport, if it's just here just for the heck of it. Ask the neighbors? Try sounding the clock? I mean, I'm not sure. You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I have no confidence in any of these questions. I mean, answers, I guess. Thankfully, we have 4 strikes left, so... My tea is really hot, by the way. That's why I'm not burning the inside of my mouth with it. Examine the clock's batteries. This tells us nothing. Ask the neighbors sounds like really vague. Like, yeah, let's go and ask everyone if they ever heard the thing. Let's try sounding it.
Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully.
Beep. That's what we heard at the start of the game.
I think it's...
I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Oh, I think, because it's the thinker. Ha.
Well, he is the thinker after all.
So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25. Well, it's 11:25.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between Mr. Sweet heard. Precisely the difference between what Mr. Sweet heard and the actual time of death.
So? Oh, I hate that.
So, Mr. Sweet, try to talk your way out of this one.
You forgot one thing.
Uh-oh. What's he talking about?
While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? It's because she just came back from Paris. If you can't prove that, you don't have a case.
Huh. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it! I was so close.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sewit.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. They treat me like a criminal! A criminal! You lawyers are all slime.
I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now.
Did I fail? Not so fast, Mr. Sewit.
Chief!
Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? Ah, that's a pain. Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes, I can.
Wait! Maybe I can prove it.
You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see the evidence that proves why the clock is running slow.
The passport! She just got back from Paris! Take that!
The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. If the victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in the apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sewit, or should I say, Mr. Did It?
That was a little extreme.
Order, order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your client, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time.
Oh, thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty.
Woo! Yeah, Larry, you will live to be judged another day.
And with that, the court is adjourned.
Yeah, break time! Break time!
It turns out that Frank Sewit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day...
Oh yeah! I actually want to know his motives.
When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sewit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Stowit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find and bashed her in the head with it. Ugh.
August the 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2.
Ugh. I still can't believe we won.
Right. Good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note, and within like 20 minutes.
I've never seen the Chief looking so happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel.
My life is over.
Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now?
Oh, Nick.
I guess Phoenix, Nick, I guess.
Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed.
But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever.
Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind.
I like that. Wink. Congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent.
Ah, thanks. I really owe you one. Isn't my name Larry Butts, though? I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat.
Oh no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook, Larry.
Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present.
A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... I've always wondered what happens to evidence once a trial is over. Do you get them back? Do they dispose of it?
Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You? You made this? Okay, well, thank you. I will keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me a fool. Playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just wanna cry? Nice guys do finish last.
Larry.
Wow! Mia totally effed up his name! Harry!
You're a wizard, Larry.
Are you so sure?
Excuse me?
I think she thought quite a lot of you, in her own way.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay.
Oh, I am not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right? Oh god! Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
Huh? Oh yeah, right! What the heck is she talking about?
What is she Oh! Yeah, it's the she kept the statue that he gave her.
Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her.
Huh? Where'd you get that clock?
This is the clock you made for her, Larry. She took it with her when she took it with her even when she traveled.
Huh? She probably just needed a clock. That's all.
You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling.
Huh?
I actually really like that animation. He looks so happy.
Well, make of it what you will.
Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks.
Yeah, hope that made him feel a little better.
Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize that things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Believe in yourself that believes in them, that believes in you. Right? Listen. Learn. Grow strong. Why does it sound like I'm giving you an epitaph? But anyhow, with that being said, I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for spending a little bit of your day with me. And we'll see where this story progresses, because this game is not just one trial. There are many trials lying ahead of us. Trials and tribulations. Wait, that's the third game. Anyhow, thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.